Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the hashtag TFR Motivation Monday Zoom call. We are Dr. Dondi and Marcy Nettles, and we are going to be your guest host today. We've got some unbelievable information coming from some very special guests. But hold on for that while we tell you a little bit about this, this YouTube channel we got. Tell them about that.
Guys, we love it when you hop on here with us live, but we also know that sometimes that's not possible, or you just loved what you saw so much you had to go see it again. We always record these and we upload them to the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel. Make sure you go and subscribe and ring the bell so that you get notifications every single time that we upload new content. Okay, so Team Freedom Reigns on YouTube.
Wow, this monthly marketing playbook. If you guys haven't been paying attention to this, you need to start now, because since March of this year, the corporate has been literally holding nothing back in the monthly marketing playbook. Just with shareables, with content, with podcast episodes, with all kinds of information about our products, our business opportunity. And every month there's a different theme. This month and this theme just happens to be the True Science skincare line, but the unbelievable network marketing playbook, or the monthly marketing playbook, you have got to partake of this. It is just unbelievable.
Keep in mind, guys, this is also the month of Black Friday and all those special deals and all that kind of stuff. So I will bet that you're going to start seeing some information coming out about what those promos are going to be, because we have no idea yet, but they're always awesome, right? But you'll be able to find shareables to help you with promoting those to your customers, your distributors, as well as prospects, right? But inside the monthly marketing playbook, it's not just that much. There's everything else that you need for being able to start your business and grow it, to be able to launch those new team members. So make sure that you're make yourself familiar with everything that's available to you, and stick with the simplicity of ITT, following the launch guide, using the first touch video and the overview video before you introduce them to a team member to get their questions answered the best way possible. And if you're not using the LV app yet, you must go and download it. Start using it immediately. It's phenomenal.
It'll show all the other boys and girls out there how tech savvy you are. Now we've got this customers, friends, and family discount that is just off the hook. So it's, what do we talk? We talk about give 10, get 10. And that's the equivalent in other markets that it's working in. It's every market except Japan. But this friends and family discount is unbelievable. Companies have been asking for something like this for a long, long time, and here it is.
And if you want the details on it, go to Team Freedom Reigns on YouTube. Look at last week's call, because we went into everything friends and family. So it's all there for you. And then also this Flip the Business Switch promotion that's going on. This is the most cash-rich promo that we've ever had in the lifetime of LifeVantage. And you can take advantage of it in so many different ways. The first way is selling product. That's what we're in business to do, right? Sell product. With this promo, you start 5 new accounts. So 5 new accounts that equal at least 500 in volume or more, and you'll earn a share of this amazing pool. Okay, guys? And you can earn as many shares of the pool as you want. Just ask Marjorie Ham, Pro 5 Marjorie Ham. We actually, have the top hashtag pool party share earner in company in October on our team. So 6 congratulations.
Shares. That's crazy.
6 amazing shares. Congratulations, Marjorie. Can't wait to see what's next.
And you guys want to know the $1 million tip, how she was able to do that? She has a very special approach. She sees everyone as oxidative stress. No exceptions. Every single person has oxidative stress. So who does she talk to? Every single person. And look, it obviously pays off.
Yep, absolutely. You got to go from your heart. And they've actually sweetened this pot. So as soon as we hit 20,000 in new enrollments this month, they're going to add an additional $100,000 to that pool promo. And when we hit 30,000 in new accounts, which we've never done before in LifeVantage, by the way, we're going to be making history. They're going to add $500,000. Whoa, what's $500,000, guys? That's huge for that part.
Stop there. Look at those pictures. I mean, look at the guy in the upper left. That's our CEO, former CFO, Steve Fife. He's got that look on his face. Wait, can I get away with this?
Did I just say that?
He's like, oh wait, I'm the CEO. Yeah, I can get away with this. And then look at Justin, our CSMO, Chief Science and Marketing Officer. He's like, yeah, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Yeah. That's amazing.
And he said yes to this. So hey, how about this? Let's ask for more, right? And then the second way that we make money in this bonus, this promo, is the reach bonus.
Rank advance. That's all you need to know. Rank advance.
Pro 3, 4, 5, or 6. And you'll get a bonus and then a matching bonus, which is double for the second month holding that rank. And the mentor
and
bonus.
the mentor bonus. That is when you help your personally sponsored people rank advanced. But you got to go, for paid Pro 3 and above with 500 new volume to ensure that you're at least 200 PV. It's just, it's unbelievable, guys. I mean, this is 3 ways to get paid, and they're paying handsomely. You know what? This is what debt-free companies do.
Yeah.
They pay
awesome.
handsomely.
It's awesome. So on top of that, we're like sweetening the pot a little bit ourselves here at Team Freedom Reigns. We're having weekly drawings every single week. The way that you earn tickets is simple. Add new accounts to your business. Whether it's a customer or a new business partner, you will get a ticket for every single new account that you add in every single week. So we have weekly drawings every Wednesday. And then we're having grand drawings as well. We already had a grand drawing for the first 2 months of the promo that was a Eric Worre GoPro Recruiting Mastery, the virtual ticket.
Virtual one.
So congratulations, Stacey Jakes, on winning that. But this time for the month of November, our grand drawing and the prize that you can earn is a physique weight management system. And that is thanks to Elite Pro 7, Sarah and Chris Smith. So thanks so much for donating that. So how many tickets will you have in these drawings? It's completely up to you. You can have as many as you want.
I think we need to do another double or triple ticket day. I think we need to do that soon.
Well, stay
Let's just
tuned.
talk about
You better be paying
I'll have
attention,
our
guys.
my people contact your people, and let's decide.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, the best way to take advantage of this Flip the Business Switch promotion is Operation 25 ITT, putting
So cool.
25 people through the ITT process in the month of November. What's ITT? It's an invitation to look at a tool, and then introduction to team to get their questions answered the best way possible for them. And the company's provided us with phenomenal new videos to use for the first touch, the flip video, and then the second touch, that LV overview, which is phenomenal, guys. If you haven't seen it, you just got to
learn /flip and /learn. That's it.
Yep. And then we've always got the live opportunity overviews as well. Every single Tuesday night, the company's putting on it's actually not taking control with LifeVantage anymore. It's the Flip the Business Switch overviews. We've got Elite Pro 7 Melody. How did you say that?
I would say Shorin. I'm not sure, but the little dots above the O kind of threw me off. So I don't know.
And
so
she's
if we mispronounce your name, just like hammer us on Facebook.
It's all good. And she's tag teaming with Premier Pro 4 Melissa Stockman tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Make sure that you're inviting to that. And then of course, every single Thursday and Saturday, we have the ones that we do live, 6 p.m. on Thursday, that's Pacific time, 1 p.m. on Saturdays, Pacific time, every single week, same Zoom. And these are also found on bigbluecalendar.com. So if you need those details, go there.
Yes.
Are we almost done with announcements?
We are.
I'm excited.
This is unbelievable. So again, since March, every Saturday, Success Mastery, and they are every single week just blows my mind because it is off the hook training, pulling out all stops, putting unbelievable people on. No, every single one has been top notch.
Yeah, they've
Tune
been
in
amazing.
every Saturday.
So pro tip, I would put this into your calendar every single Saturday, and it is what you do at 10 p.m. Mountain Time.
It's just what you do.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Look at this.
We're finally here. We are.
Cats out of the bag.
Here.
Our special guests have now been announced.
Yeah, we're so excited to have Ray and Sam Allen with us. They are Elite Pro 7s, and I'm going to actually read this amazing bio that they have. They live in Virginia Beach with their 5 young children, 8 years old down to 10 weeks old, right? Sam was an active duty Marine Corps officer for 5 years, and Ray served for 11 years as a Navy helicopter pilot. Thank you both so much for your service.
God bless you
they
guys.
have built this business over the past 7 years, and the nooks and crannies of their busy lives admit six different moves with the military, 2 deployments to the Middle East, and homeschooling their children. Because of LifeVantage, Ray was able to end his military service 9 months ago and has been at home full-time ever since, building this business with Sam and raising their children together. So if you guys heard that bio, if you didn't find the recording, Team Freedom Reigns on YouTube, if you heard that bio, oh my gosh, they are absolutely people that you should be listening to right now, right? Because they're going to share their amazing story. They're going to share why they're very thankful, grateful that they already built their business. But on top of that, why they are running to capture as much of this opportunity as they possibly can. So anything else you want to add to that?
Just the unbelievable husband and wife duo, unbelievable teachers, and just unbelievable people, to the core. Just we love you guys dearly. Thank you so much for being our special trainers tonight. So take it away, guys.
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. Dondi and Marcy, you guys have us cracking up. This is the most fun call we've ever been on. I was hoping you guys would keep talking because we're over here just dying, laughing, and having so much fun. And the announcements are so well done. I feel like I just got all the snapshots that I needed about this month and beyond just downloaded immediately. Thank you so much for having us. What a professional call. And we're just so honored to be on here.
And so fun too. I mean,
Literally.
Come on, this is so great. And honestly, like, I just want to talk to Marjorie Ham. 6 shares.
Right.
Yeah, right.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
It's so cool to see just leaders popping up all over the place and getting to celebrate them on their journey is just so amazing. So I know you guys have an incredible team, and it's no surprise. I mean, you guys have literally been some of our biggest mentors from day one. Ray and I, like you said, we've been doing this for 7 years, and you know, when we came into this, we're seeing you up on stage, and we're just loving all the information you're sharing. And then Dondi, for a while there, you were doing those webinars, and you were one of the first people in my recollection of LifeVantage that was publishing things on YouTube regularly. And that was so big in our journey, just being able to learn from you and garner that. And that's what this business is about. Like you work with the tools that you have until you can get to the next step and have that next epiphany and just keep going. And the beautiful thing about LifeVantage, and one of our most favorite things, is the culture of this company and the fact that people like you, leaders like you, who have been at the top for a while now, have poured into us, whether you even really knew us or not when we were first starting out. And now we've been able to get to this level of elite leader, and now we get to help pour that into other people. So it's just such a blessing. Every way around this company and this opportunity and these products are a huge blessing. And we feel just a moral obligation really to share that with people and to let other people access, you know, what we've all been able to achieve. So we'd love to, I guess we'll just dive in, share a little bit more about our story.
Yeah. And you know what Samantha said, you know, what makes our company so great is obviously our products. No one has anything close to what we have, and won't, because of the production we have. But you know, one of the things I love about our company is our culture. And what makes our culture so great is we have people from so many different backgrounds. And one of my favorite things early on in this business to listen to was the Pro Audio series, because you got to hear all these different stories from elite leaders from all different walks of life, all different backgrounds. And that was so huge for my belief. So I hope that us sharing our story today can, you know, I don't know who needs to hear it, but hopefully there's something in our story that can help you with your perspective and think a little bigger, a lot bigger, a lot earlier. Because I think that's huge. Stories are powerful. So, you know, with that being said, you know, Samantha and I, we're a military couple. We met back in 2005 when we were freshmen at the Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. We were close friends all the way through. And then once you graduate from the Naval Academy, which we did in 2009, you owe a commitment of service. So Samantha became a Marine Corps officer for 5 years, and I became a Navy helicopter pilot. And we got engaged shortly after graduation. But even though we were engaged, you know, what that meant for us for the first couple of years of our marriage was we weren't going to be able to live together, because I had to go through the Naval Flight School training, which is a pipeline moving all around the country. And Samantha had to do her training as well. So we actually didn't get to live together until we were already married for almost 4 years. And our oldest daughter, Evelyn, who's now 8, she was almost 2. No, she was 2 by the time we actually got to live together. And, you know, we were grateful to have served with some incredible people and had some incredible experiences working with some of the best men and women this country has to offer. But at the end of the day, you know, we knew that the path we were on, you know, we didn't get married to spend, you know, 1 weekend a month together on a good month if I wasn't deployed or on a work that to go to be deployed. We knew that wasn't the life God called us to. You know, we knew that we got married because we loved each other, wanted to be together, and we wanted to raise a family together. So again, while we were grateful to have served, we knew we wanted something else. So we were praying for other options. You know, we even joked like, oh, Sam would do something like Mary Kay when she got out of the Navy, and I'd stay in. But the path I was on, again, great. It was awesome. Thank God we have people who do what they do. But, you know, deploying every couple of years, missing most of my oldest daughter's first 2 years of life, you know, it gave us perspective really early on in our marriage and really early on in life, what really mattered to us. And that was our time together. So we were looking for something. We had no idea what it was going to be, but we were praying for something. You know, our family has backgrounds, everything from entrepreneurs who started manufacturing companies like Samantha's father, who still owns his own company today, to my family family from the Northeast. They're all either attorneys or finance guys in New York. And that wasn't the path we wanted to go either, because while it afforded a good income, the time, which is what we wanted, wasn't there.
Mhm.
So, we even joked we'd like invent something. We'd figure it out one
Write a
way or
book.
another. Yeah. But, unfortunately, I'm not very smart and I can't sing or dance. So I'm not going to sign a record deal or a shoe deal like a professional athlete. So, but network marketing came and fell into our lap as an answered prayer by Samantha's roommate from Marine Corps training, reached out, and then a fellow Marine, and said, hey, listen, we got this thing we're doing. My father and I were very excited about it. Would you like to take a look? And then after that, it was kind of done. We saw it as our vehicle to, not only get what we wanted out of life, but also still serve a purpose and serve people once we were out of the military, right? So, and I thank God every day that Sarah made that call, because, here we are 7 years later, we're able to get out of the military, not have to do another 10 years and multiple deployments. I'm home with my kids. We got 5 kids, and we're able to be present with each other. So, this has been the vehicle, but moving forward, our initial goal from day one was to get ourselves free so we can be present for our family. But when you really catch, what the big picture of what this is, it's so much bigger than anything just we want, right? Mm-hmm. It is a vehicle to serve other people to get whatever they want out of life. And once you catch that vision, and my prayer is that everyone catches that very early on, because it's not just a vehicle for you. This is a vehicle for everyone you know, love, and care about, and you can give them that freedom. And right now, in this crazy world we live in, we need more good people financially free to be with their family and change the world. So that's kind of what led up into our story, kind of a broad picture. But
yeah. And if you guys ever want to interject with questions, please do, because we could keep going for days. But
you just go. This is your show.
Okay. So, so like Ray said, my good friend, Sarah Gervasio, she was a Marine officer with me, and she just remembered some of our conversations when we were going through our basic training that, beyond our military service, what we wanted to be moms, we wanted to be around our kids. And so she thought of me, and that was the reason that she reached out. And so she gave me that reason. And of course, she complimented me and explained how much she admired me as a friend and as a, fellow Marine officer. So that was, I would say, a good tip there is, like, when you're going to reach out to somebody, obviously you want to edify them and why you're even reaching out to them for this reason. And it seemed very natural to me, because I really sincerely was. I was interested in being a mom beyond my Marine Corps time. And we've got our little baby here. He's a little fussy right now, so hopefully we can stay quiet, but he's only 10 weeks old. But she reached out and shared that, and all she showed me was that ABC News report that we used to share all the time, that is so amazing, even still today, even if you're not using it as your primary, first touch tool. I think it still has so much weight and value, even as an edification tool. So she shared that with me. And then the next thing was, she told me that I have to get, she introduced me to another upline on the phone, and she told me, he's sucking his hand off, sorry, that I had to get to this meeting that was happening in, like, kind of near us in Virginia at the time. And I think it was just their excitement and their posture, and kind of them directing me. They were directing me very confidently. Once they realized that I was sincerely interested from that initial phone call, they said, then here's what you need to do next. You need to go to this meeting that's happening. Actually, it's happening this coming Saturday. And this whole thing, I think, is very providential in our case, because it happened to be Carrie Dickey, who had flown out that weekend for at the time, which was called a premier school. And you have to be at this event because you really need to see if this company aligns with everything, in your values, and if you see it as a good fit for you and your family. And they told me that, and I remember calling Ray, because at the time we weren't living together, as Ray said, we were married, but we had only had our 1-year-old daughter at the time. And I called him and I said, listen, I talked to my friend about this business opportunity, and they said that we had to go to this event on Saturday. And I don't know, maybe because we're like obedient people, but from being in the military, but I was like, they said we had to go. Like, it was an order, we have to go. So we went and we checked it out, and literally it was so obvious and clear to us after going to that event. I mean, how can you listen to Carrie Dickey and not, like, sign up on the spot? But we went there and we got such a taste for the culture immediately. I actually remember that meeting. The first thing that struck out to us was there are people coming up on the stage, you know, ordinary people from all different walks of life. And the first thing that they're saying is they're like literally thanking God. And they're saying, this is such a blessing in our lives. And Ray and I looked at each other and we're like, is this an alternate universe? Because the rest of the world is out there saying like, don't talk about God, don't bring, you know, your faith into your workplace or anything else. And then here's this world of people making, you know, either side income or full-time income or Carrie Dickey type income. And they're first thanking God and talking about the blessing that this has been in their life. So immediately we fell in love with the culture and the type of community that we could surround our family with in this business. And so it was at that moment that we said, we are all in. And I think a lot of it was like a gut or a faith feeling, but it proved to be absolutely right. So go on your intuitions for sure. Don't fight that. Try to not be so skeptical. Really dive into the belief. Once you've met these people, like you've met people like Dondi and Marcy, and you've met just the other amazing leaders that are in this institution, and you find out like it is real. No kidding. They're real people making real incomes, making a real difference in people's lives. This product is so real. I mean, the peer-reviewed research alone is just unbelievable that we have that in our back pocket. Once you've identified that, then you have to decide, this is what we decided, we were going to commit to this business like we commit to our marriage. So what that means is there's not like we're not already looking for an exit strategy. We're not thinking like, I wonder if this doesn't work in the next couple of years, what we could do instead. We didn't do that. We just said, this is going to work because we are going to work it until we either die or, you know, I don't know, like if something happened to the company, which we were confident it wouldn't, and so that's what we did. And so when you put your mind to something with that type of commitment, then God can come to work with you. You know, you can start moving in the direction, and then he can start to put things in front of you that really allow you to grow together. And it's not always fast. So our story was not fast. Our story is the slow and steady, and not even very steady. It was very up and down for, I would say, the first 4 years of our business. We were young in life, you know, yes, we were military officers. So we had some, you know, influence in that circle, but not influence in the business arena, and not really in health and wellness. We both were Division I athletes in college. And so that helped maybe a little in the sense of, okay, we're athletic people, we're healthy people, but to be honest, it really did not like give us that big influence over people right away. And I think it had to do a lot with just being young in life. You know, we hadn't developed enough relationships where if we went to somebody and asked them for their time, then they would absolutely give us that time. That can take time in life to develop. And so we always want to encourage people, don't compare your journey to anybody else's, because everyone comes into this with a different set of skills, a different set of influence over people. Some people have these huge social media influences already established. Some people have big businesses where people are already coming to them as experts in their field. There's all different things that go into it. The beautiful thing, though, about network marketing and about LifeVantage specifically is that you have all the tools and the mentorship in place to grow that influence, to grow that experience, and to grow your skill set, so that you can, if you stick with it and you do not give up, you can kind of cross over that bridge and start to create a serious business. And that's what I consider the first 4 years of our LifeVantage business, was just learning, growing, and developing, and building sincere relationships with people, so that in the next 3 years, which was our last 3 years, our business grew at such a rate that you almost can't believe it. It's hard to believe how it could grow so slow in the first 4 years, and then you tip a scale, and then it's like, you can't even believe what's happening. And sometimes that's just meeting some of the right people. And sometimes that's just, hey, you have to learn a few concepts or meet the next right person that gives you that next little aha moment. I just know that that one thing can guarantee that you will not succeed is if you quit. And it just kills me to see people quit on this, because what does quitting on LifeVantage mean? That you're not going to help people with their health anymore? Like, do you really ever want to stop doing that? Are you not going to keep inspiring people? Do you really want to stop doing that with people? Are you going to stop building friendships and sincere relationships with people? These are the things that we do in LifeVantage. And if you'll just do them day in and day out, over and over and over again, and just continually work on being the best version of yourself, you can't miss here. So I would say that's in a nutshell, like what our journey has been like.
It's amazing.
Seriously.
Seriously, so amazing. And just, I loved your do not compare yourself, and spend that first time period, learning, growing, developing yourself, but also developing those relationships. Because even when I got started, I was in my 40s, right? But I had been a cop. What kind of relationships do you think I had, right? Didn't quite work, right? So that is such great knowledge and wisdom that you guys just shared. So can you share with us why you're grateful? First of all, just lay it out. Why are you grateful that this opportunity came to you? And how are you going to capture what's going on right now with this opportunity?
Right. And, I kind of alluded to it before with all the crazy things that are happening in the world right now. Bottom line, this world needs people who are free so they can go home and love their families. And that's the biggest impact you can have in the world. And, every once in a while, something will happen and you'll realize, oh my goodness, like how grateful you are for where you are right now. Right. Because sometimes in day-to-day life, you get detached from it. But thinking about our life and the way it is now and the lives that we've seen change from this opportunity and with LifeVantage, not only did it give us this, the lifestyle we're able to live now with our family, but before all of that, way before all the material things, it made me a better husband to Samantha. It made me a better father to my children. And that was all part of the personal development journey that comes along with being successful in this business. So it's not just, what you get out of it, it's what you become along the way. And that's what I'm so grateful for. We came from one of the greatest leadership institutions in the world, in the United States Naval Academy and the Navy and Marine Corps. But we didn't hear any of this stuff in there, and it kind of blows my mind. Like some of the books we read, some of the things we learned from our mentors, that doesn't exist anywhere else that we've found. So from that perspective alone, just becoming a better father, husband, friend, son, brother, that's all part of the journey too. And that's not any material stuff. That's the stuff that we didn't find anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, we sometimes say, like, when we find books or people like Jim Rohn and books like How to Win Friends and Influence People and Think and Grow Rich with Napoleon Hill, it's like, why were they keeping this from us? Like, how come in school and all those years, and like we said, we went to one of the best leadership development institutions arguably in the world, we never read these books, and these are the books that have literally changed our lives. Another one that I love is The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Some of these books that just have these little tiny principles that just will shift your entire mindset, that change everything about the way you operate. And we were just ignorant to it. We didn't even know they existed. We didn't know like what we should do. And so it just sets you on this path of learning and seeking and growing. So, things like we were able to become debt free. One, because of the financial, like the financial gains in LifeVantage, but also because we learned, we through reading all these different books, we learned about the concept of things like budgeting and taking, a personal responsibility in your finances, being intentional. Like this, what we found is that when you get on a growth path, and you're surrounded by people who are doing the same thing, it just keeps blessing different aspects of your life. Like everything it touches, it has a positive impact on. So there's that, what Ray talked about, kind of those intangibles, but then, to talk about some of the tangible things, even that we're grateful for with LifeVantage. Ray got out of the Navy. He had to serve a minimum of 10 years. Being a pilot, between all the training they put you through and everything, they keep you in there for 10 years, which is great. We were honored to be able to have given that service. But at the moment that he was able to get out, which was this past January 2020, he got out and didn't have to look for another job. He wasn't getting an MBA. He wasn't like doing something else. Literally, he is home full time with us, especially during what I would call a world crisis situation that we're in. It didn't even affect us at all, where it sadly has affected many people. Many people have lost their jobs, their businesses, hope. A lot of people are losing a lot of things this year, and this didn't impact us at all. We just had our 5th baby 2 months ago, and it's like we didn't skip a beat. And that is such a blessing. And when you dig the well before you're thirsty, which is what we were doing in the previous 6 years, then in the 7th year, when the world kind of goes crazy, we were ready for it. And so it's just a blessing. They delivered a Jeep to our driveway, a brand new Jeep to our driveway in April. It's like, who's getting a brand new car when the world is in a crisis? Like these are just some of the tangible blessings that LifeVantage gives us, in addition to the intangibles that are the growth and the just the blessings in every aspect of your life. So that is why we're grateful.
That's amazing, seriously. And before I ask you this last question, if any of you have any questions that are listening right now, if you want to type them in, and if we've got a couple extra minutes at the end, we'll see if they'll be gracious. They already said that they would, and then their son is being amazing. I love the way he adoringly is looking at you, Sam. He's so precious. So this final question, because you've brought up so much about 2020, we really are in this window of time that is significant. How has that really affected you guys in the way that you are running with this opportunity, building this business?
Well, I think we found that we want a lot more land, and so we want more acres. So when you have bigger goals, then you got to up your game and you've got to grow your business larger. So we are very motivated to not just kind of sit and idle at Pro7. While it's been a beautiful income, it's been a beautiful achievement, we really want to keep going. One, of course, because we feel like when good people have a lot of financial independence, they can really do a lot of good. We've started to get to see that the contributions that we're able to make when you have this type of additional income, it's incredible to be able to have that. But what we're realizing is that it's not any fun to just be the only person who is financially independent. It almost hurts your heart that then when you see other people still kind of stuck where they are. And I'm not trying to downplay or make fun of people with jobs. I think everybody has a valuable pursuit that they're doing and they have to provide for their family, but it's the people who they don't want to be in the job or the current circumstance that they're in, and you can help them get out of it. So we have people on our team who we're literally desperate to get them to where they want to go, because it hurts us. It literally gives us pain to see them not free yet. And so that is such a big motivator. And then with what's happened in 2020, I think it's woken us all up to, hey, we don't have a whole lot of time to just sit around and mess around. You really have to be intentional and get going, because you don't know what it's going to look like. And the best thing that you can do for your family is get as independent as possible, not be reliant on the government, on another, system that's going to pay you. You want to be independent now more than ever. And so that, I think this year has just given us that little kick that, hey, this isn't the finish line. We have to keep growing. So we set the example for the team, because the speed of the leader is the speed of the team. And we will not rest until we can help bring everybody else up who wants to get there.
And the tools we have in place too. I mean, how much encouragement do you need? I mean, for years, literally, there was no ITT, no app that's going to track your contacts for you. You had to figure it out. You had to use it. We have notebooks filled of names and follow-up notes. The app, the ITT system, all these videos that corporate is providing, there's no guesswork anymore. You're reducing the friction to get into action. And that's why I love, what corporate has done for us. We've been out there in the trenches for years, and now we have all these, obviously our products keep getting better and better, but now you look at the opportunity today as it was 6 and 7 years ago or 10 years ago, and it's lights out. So it's so encouraging that we'll be able to help so many more people, especially when you think about the tools we have. I mean, it's like game over. So
we're motivated, highly motivated.
It's almost like the reset button has been pushed, right? Mm-hmm. It's almost like we have an all new opportunity that's been simplified. All of the tools are fresh and just awesome. And not only that, but everybody's individual's clocks have been reset too. They've had this, all of a sudden, this new understanding and acknowledgement that, hey, where I felt like I was secure, I'm not so much, right? And so people are much more open to what we have. So it's just a matter of us opening our mouths and seeing everybody as oxidative stress.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, one other thing that I think this whole situation did was it normalized Zoom. So it used to be kind of a little bit odd to invite somebody to take a look at an opportunity on a Zoom. Now everybody is so used to Zoom that it's use that, invite somebody to get on one of these Zooms or one of these, Tuesday night presentations, because it's a little bit more normalized now. So there have been some silver linings for us for sure with this business and what's happened this year.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yes, absolutely. One thing I wanted to share with you guys is when you were talking about your story, Sam, and how you got introduced to this, when someone said, "I thought of you." Those 4 words, I think, are some of the most gratifying, but it also speaks to how they value someone. When someone says, I took a look at this opportunity and I thought of you. When somebody shares that, it just for me, it brings me to tears, because somebody would think of somebody that greatly to share something like this. And then when that person truly understands, it's not just about products. It's not just about getting involved in a business and telling other people they should buy products. And as a result, you get a commission from that. When you truly realize what it is, the vehicle that we have here, the community that we have here, the culture that we have here is literally the ability, if we choose to accept it, the ability to change the 2 things that bring more people to their knees than anything else. And that is to their knees in despair or to their knees in prayer, is financial struggles and health struggles. And I remember one day about 6 years ago, I was having a pity party with myself and trying to overcome my own concerns and insecurities. And I thought, you know what? There's people on their knees right now praying for the knowledge that I have that could change, that could save everything that they're going through right now. And if I don't share it with them, shame on me. That I made it as like, I was like, oh my gosh. And I felt it was Holy Spirit just convicting me. It's like, you need to get over yourself, because if you know about this and you don't share share it with somebody and something unforeseen happens to them, that's on you.
Yeah.
And I realized that we all have that capacity, but some of us come to this with fear and no, I can't do that, or I can't make those phone calls, or I can't invite somebody to a Zoom. What would they think? What would they think if they knew you knew and they found out about it later from someone else and they knew you knew and didn't tell them? What are they going to think about you then? And so just thank you guys for your transparency. Thank you for the professionalism and the stick-to-itiveness that you've brought to this.
Yes.
And thank you for your success, because I think when people see success like you're having, they celebrate with you, but they think, you know what? I haven't had to go through that. Our marriage was fine. The day we got married, we were living together. We didn't have to overcome those kinds of struggles. Oh my gosh, we have it made. Who are we to think, and it's like when you see the things that you guys have overcome and the tenacity that you've had and how you guys just stuck together and
your countenance.
Yeah.
The countenance.
Thank you guys so much.
We appreciate you so much.
Thank you, Dondi and Marcy. Thank you so much. It's such an honor and a pleasure to be here. And your team is so blessed to have you. So you guys, if you're listening, if you're on this team, count your blessings, because you have amazing leaders and they are here to pour into you. So just follow them all the way through the finish line, because it's so worth it. So worth it.
That's where we're all going, right? That's
Amen.
where we're all headed.
Amen.
So let's go together.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys so very much. Team Freedom Reigns, reminder, ITT starts with the invite. You've got so many amazing tools to invite to. So let's just get at it. 25 ITT and get those shares of the pool. And I don't see any questions here, so we'll just say final thank you to you guys.
Yes.
Thank you so very much. We just love and appreciate you and are so blessed to be on this journey.
Absolutely. Continued success, you guys. If there's anything we can do, please let us know.
Thank you.
Thank you both. God bless you guys.
God bless
take
you.
care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.